Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very first edition of the HEP Podcast. My name is Chase Galloway, and I'm your host for today. The HE Podcast is the official podcast for HEP and will be run by the journalism students and Miss McWhirter. I'm a student at HEP, I'm in 10th grade, and I'm currently taking JTT 10, Advanced Mathematics, Honors Chemistry 1, and Journalism. I'm currently in ESA, which is an HEP-affiliated club. I'm the editor and writer for this year's HEP Podcast. I'm here with my co-host, Cami Hamilton. Cami, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Cami Hamilton. I am a co-host of the HE Podcast. I am a senior in high school, and I take journalism at HEP. I am a first-degree black belt in mixed martial arts and help teach the students there. I will be Chase's co-host this episode and will be taking up other roles in the podcast in the future. And now on to our advertiser, Anna.
Hi, my name is Anna Leland. I am a senior at HEP. I am in government and in journalism. I am also in charge of the advertisements for this episode of HE Podcast. For fun, I work in Photoshop. I also play tennis, flute, and am part of the youth ministry team at my church camp. Next up, we have our interviewer of the HE Podcast, Kristen Bascus.
Hello, my name is Kristen Bascus, and I am in charge of the interviews on the HE Podcast. I am in 10th grade and am taking JTT 10, High School Speech, Chemistry, and Journalism. I have been taking theater classes at Selah Academy for the Arts for 6 years. I am also in ESA and Beta Club.
Thank you, Kristen, Anna, and Cami, for those introductions. Now, y'all may ask, why are we doing this? What is the purpose of the cleverly named HE Podcast? Well, the purpose of the podcast is to bring HEP news in a modern format that is more appealing to students instead of the traditional newspaper, as well as it being a lot quicker. News will be coming out as it happens, and the HEP alumni will be informed every Wednesday.
We will be talking about current HEP news, which means all of the upcoming events, news about your classes, as well as interviews of HEP employees and alumni.
I will be doing most of our interviews this year. The interviews will be from people all around HEP, meaning y'all will be hearing from students, teachers, and maybe even Mrs. Jurin. We won't have any interviews today, but in future podcasts, expect some new guests.
The HE Podcast offers a platform for school advertisements. Every session of the HE Podcast will have up-to-date HEP events with all of the details. Now to Anna with today's advertisement.
HEP offers a few extracurricular activities for students to attend. ESA is our homeschooling honor society, started by Mrs. Jurin. We also have a yearbook club. We are letting anyone who is interested join. This year, HEP has started a chess club. 20 students showed up at their first meeting. If you are interested in any of these activities, contact Mrs. Jurin or the front desk for more information.
Hey, guess what? Did you know next week is Spirit Week?
Oh, really? How do we celebrate that?
On October 25th through the 31st, wear your favorite Disney shirt. Hey, Kristen, I got a question. What is your favorite Disney character?
My favorite character is probably Hades from the movie Hercules. Isn't there another Spirit Week coming up, though?
Yes, you are correct. Fall Shirt Week, November 14th through the 17th.
Are Halloween shirts allowed?
Nope, only fall shirts, such as pumpkins.
Hey, did you know Grandparents' Day is coming up?
No, what's that?
On November 3rd, everyone invites their grandparents to eat lunch at the school.
What's for lunch?
A delicious meal of Chick-fil-A.
Thanks, y'all, for the advertisements today. Well, that does it for our first edition of the HE Podcast. Now, this episode was very, very short. However, in future episodes, it'll be a lot longer whenever we have interviews and more content. Thank you to everybody for listening to the first edition of the HE Podcast, and we will see you next week.
Tune in next time for the important special guest.